Are you ready for this? Greetings all! How are you guys doing this week? It is a very sunny day in the neighborhood. I went out to get the mail probably an hour and a half ago, and I walked outside, and it was, in the words of C.S. Lewis, like the opening of an oven door. I was in basically a sweat by the time I got back to the house. It was very, very warm outside. Now, that'll sound slightly silly, the fact it was only 90 degrees. Like I've said before, I don't deal well with heat, so 90 degrees after being in an air-conditioned house can be kind of a shock to the system. Yeah, I didn't fare too well with that, and it took me half an hour to cool down from just that little jaunt to the mailbox. So what does that say about me? Not a good tolerance level, right? So anyway, this is going to be a very short video. I have a couple things I wanted to mention, somewhat of a little chit-chat, and I have a question for you, and then I have an announcement, so stay tuned for that. Don't skip ahead. Okay. Alright, my little chit-chat is, well, I'll start out with my question, and then I'll go to my chit-chat. My question is, for my sake and for the sake of my mother. She has been asking me to post this question in a video for a couple months now, and I keep forgetting. So, trying to take care of that today while I've got it on my brain. She has been looking at the, what is it called? Color Cascades fabric, the website online. And she finally found a piece of fabric that she wanted for a particular pattern. And she's so excited about it, and she went to go and order it, and then she saw the warning on the page that said, "Do not wash, fabric is not color fast." That brought up a big red flag. She was concerned. We are very, very diligent to wash our finished projects when we are done stitching them. We use tepid water, a very, very mild detergent perhaps. We don't want the oils from our hands getting on them. We don't want, if we set it down on our patterns at all, to, you know, if there's any ink transfer on the fabric, for it to stay on there. So we always wash. We've never had any problem with bleeding from like PTP, pull stitches, enchanted fabrics, silk weaver, things like that. We've never had any problems with bleeding before. So she was just wanting to know if any of you had, you know, an answer to the question, do they bleed? Have you ever had a problem with a Color Cascades fabric fading, the water making the color, you know, rinse out? Have you had any problem with that? Because she really wants this piece of fabric, but she doesn't want to buy it if it's going to be a problem. So if you guys could let me know that. Is it color fast? Is it gonna, you know, just all the color run out if she dips it in some tepid water? That's what she's wanting to know. That would be great, a great help if you could just, you know, advise me on that. We've never tried the Color Cascades, and they have some really, really nice pieces. So please let me know, and I will pass that information on to her, and I'm sure she will be so, so grateful. One of the things I was going to talk about was something that was exciting to me anyway. I hope it can maybe be exciting for some of you if you were not aware of this. We are signed up for the Joan Elliott newsletter. We get emails when she has new charts coming out, when she has new bead packs and all that kind of stuff. And about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, she sent out an email. We got it. I saw the new email, the new announcement, and my jaw dropped. I was so excited to see her new pattern that is just out, and I'm going to show you right here. It's called the Time Traveler. Isn't that awesome? I know I'm not the only person out there who likes the whole time traveler theme. You know I love to stitch ladies, Victorian ladies. Not only is she beautiful, but the theme is so cool. It ties together two of my likes, two of my enjoyable entertainment type things. Some of you know I do like Doctor Who. I'm an unapologetic Doctor Who fan. I think it is so cool that I can tie those two things together now with this pattern. And so I'm looking forward to that. I'm already looking for fabric. I know the PTP sale was just on the 25th. I didn't order anything. I decided to wait. In a few months maybe. It won't save me all that much because I wasn't going to order very much anyway. So in a few months maybe I can feel a little more comfortable placing an order. But yeah, I was thinking about Da Vinci. I think that fabric could be really awesome. The color, the background is like a purple. It's got some of those rusty goldy colored veins going through it. I think my thought is that that color would really pull out her jacket color. So that's my thought. Let me know what you guys think. Really quickly on the topic of Doctor Who, I am a fan of the show in part. I'm not like a strict Whovian, because that's what Doctor Who fans are usually called, is Whovians. I like parts of it. I don't like the creepiest parts. I like the funny. I like the humor. I like the interesting, ooh, they went back in time. Ooh, they're traveling forward in time. I think it's really cool. I've thought the companions, the communication between the companions has been fun. I never got to watch much of the classics, but of those I did see, I liked Tom Baker a lot, aka Puddle Glum in the BBC movie, and I liked some of the later classic ones, like Peter Davison and a couple of those nearer to the end of the first run. Of course, I am definitely more into the newest run of Doctor Who. Started out, my first episodes were with Smith. That is unusual because I remembered one day I just was passing by a channel and I saw this one scene in particular, and it was like the very end of an episode of a show, and I saw it and I thought it was really funny, but by the time I got back to the menu to look at it, because the episode just ended, the information was gone off of the menu and I couldn't see what the show was. So forward to about a couple years later, all of a sudden my brother's telling me about this new show that he's just found called Doctor Who. I went to check it out. I got on a run because I had Netflix, have Netflix. I started out with the first episode with Christopher Eccleston. I really watched it. I was kind of hooked from the very, very beginning of the 2005 re-release. And I was watching it. I really, really liked all three of those first Doctors. Tennant was great. I've thought he's been my favorite, but then I go to watch a Matt Smith episode and I think, no, he's my favorite, so I've never been able to decide. It's a ping pong, back and forth, one's my favorite, no, one's my favorite. But all of a sudden, I came across that scene that I had spotted that one time on television, and it was from a Matt Smith episode of Doctor Who. So that was really interesting to find out that that was the show. I had no idea what Doctor Who was before then. So anyway, my favorite companions, and I'm just going to say this really quickly. I wasn't going to tell you, but I'm going to. My favorite companion, how do I say that? My favorite duos would be Christopher Eccleston, which is number 9, with Rose, David Tennant, number 10, and Donna. I really liked that relationship. I don't know why. I just thought it was cool, and I thought there was no pressure between them with the whole flirting thing. There was no pressure. There was no angst going on between them. They were just kind of friends. And then I really liked Matt Smith with Clara, but I liked him with Amy too. I don't know. I really liked Clara. Some people don't like Clara. I know that. I liked her. I was not a Capaldi fan. In fact, this last season, I only watched 2 episodes of the entire season. I just couldn't get into it. I didn't enjoy the companion. I didn't enjoy the relationship between the Doctor and the companion. I didn't like the storyline of the companion. So, I'm hoping this new season will be alright, but honestly, I'm not happy that they've cast a woman. And I'm a woman saying this. I don't like the whole changing the doctor to a woman thing. I think it opens up some uncomfortable topics. Someone changing genders. I just think it could be really uncomfortable. And I've always liked it to be a man saving the world. I don't need a superhero to be a woman. I don't need that. It's fine, but I don't. It's not a requirement. I think it's a lot of pressure to do that. And sorry, let me explain that better. The show was pressured to cast a woman because of the political atmosphere, because of everyone thinks the woman has to be macho and super, they can take care of themselves and they can rule the world and everything. I personally think changing the doctor to a female was a mistake, but that's me. That's just my opinion. Okay, enough of that. I'm going to give her a chance. I'm just, if I don't enjoy it, I reserve the right to mentally convince myself the show ended when Smith went out. Which, by the way, made me bawl. I was crying like a baby when he went out. I felt like I'd lost a friend. Anyway, replaced by a grumpy old guy. Okay, change of topic now. Sorry, that was a tangent. Okay, I was going to share this. My mom and I went to Walmart a couple weeks ago because I was trying to help her figure out some yarn for a gift. She is knitting. She's doing a couple different projects. She is crocheting some pot holders, part of the wedding gift, which I think they're going to look great because she has a really nice pattern, and so that's kind of a typical thing she does, is she'll make pot holders for the new married couple in their colors. So we picked out the colors for that. It's going to be really pretty together. And then she is knitting a baby blanket for my soon-to-be niece. So anyway, I was kind of helping her do that. I looked over and I spotted the yarn I had been kind of drooling over for a couple of years, and it was on clearance. So it was an unexpected buy, but I went ahead and bought it because I just couldn't resist it anymore. When you add it on clearance, basically that means they're going out. They're not going to be carrying them anymore, and I just couldn't let it be gone. So I got this. It's called Red Heart Unforgettable. It's amazing. I love this. It's a little bit fuzzy. It almost looks a little bit like cashmere, and it's got this really pretty tealy colors. And although it's a lot more green in there than what's showing in the video. It's a very green teal, and it's got grays, and it's going into some beige colors, and then it goes into some berry tones. It's so pretty. And I saw that and thought, oh, I'm going to make a scarf or something out of that. So I got the two skeins that they had that were the same dye lot. They're amazing. I'm really looking forward to stitching that. I'm in the mood to knit. I want something quick. And then I grabbed this one because they had one skein of this. And this was so pretty. I was looking at this one for a long time. It's got lime green and turquoise and some blue and some purple and some mauve and some peach and some yellow. It's so pretty, and if I can't find anything out for myself to do with it, I've got two nieces I can maybe do something with. I think it's adorable. So anyway, looking for patterns. I want to get something made, and maybe I'll have something new to wear by fall. That would be fantastic. Okay. I think that's all I was going to talk about, but now I do have an announcement to make. Drum roll, please. Or not. The winner, okay, let me explain. I'm not doing the random generator because I only have one smartphone and it is currently recording me right now, so that would pose a challenge. So I did the whole old-fashioned thing of picking a name at random, writing them down, folding them up tiny, shuffling them, and picking them out at random. The winner of the first giveaway, which was the 4 patterns and the cat kit. The winner is Tina Salentino. Congratulations, Tina! I hope you really enjoy this. And I hope this makes your day. I'd love it if it just, even if it just made you smile. I'm so happy for you. So happy. And the winner of the gift card to my Etsy shop is Kim Goldman. Kim, congratulations. I hope, I saw your note and you said that you had a scissor fob in mind. I hope you can get what you really were wanting to get. If it's still available, I hope it's still available for you. Congratulations, both of you ladies. Contact me with your information so I can get all of your goodies put together. I'm going to do something I would never do normally. I'm going to put my email address in the description below. So write me a message, please. The rest of you who entered but did not win, I'm sorry you didn't win. I wish you all could win, but thank you so much for joining in, watching, and actually seeing that I had a giveaway, because I kind of hid it in there, right? I kind of snuck it in there. So you had to have watched it to find out I had a giveaway. So thank you so much for joining in. If any of you do want to send me an email, I mean, it's going to be there in the description. You can feel free if you just want to be chatty or whatnot. Please do not sign me up for any spam. I don't want to get spam emails. I really am very unfriendly feelings towards spam. So do not do that. So yes, please, Tina, Kim, get back to me and I will get your packages all ready to go. We'll figure that all out, and I hope this makes your day. So anyway, I will close this down. I will have a new video probably next week with some updates. I didn't want to show my picture this week because honestly my owl is this close to being finished, and he's a little camera shy right now. He doesn't want to be seen until he's fully done. So yeah, by the end of the month, I will have a finish. He will be done probably in the next 2 days, 2 to 3 days. So by the end of the month, I will have a finish, and I will be showing him to you next video. Looking forward to it, and I'll have my regular layout of a video. This was just a very thrown together quick thing. I hope there won't even be any editing on this one. So anyway, yeah, thank you all for coming and visiting me again. And hope you're having a great summer, great rest of your July. It's almost over. Have a great week, guys, and I will see you next time. Ciao for now. By the way, I just wanted to say one more thing. And I know I'm going to run this into the ground, maybe, but in the whole topic of Doctor Who, my ideal doctor, I've decided this a couple years ago, my ideal doctor and my dream casting, I'm dreaming of this. I want them to cast Benedict Cumberbatch for the Doctor. I think he would be ideal. I think he would be the best Doctor possibly ever. Right? A girl can hope. Okay, now I'm really done.